Hands on the wheel.
Yeah,
come on,
hands
you're
on the
driving.
wheel, hands on the wheel.
Come on, you're driving. Where are we going?
This way.
Can you see a space anywhere?
Yeah, there's one to my left, your right.
Okay, you're going to steer into it. Now, are you steering?
I am steering.
Or is it actually me?
Oh, I thought I was
But we're in a
steering.
double-ended Rover 75. Amazing. In this video, it's a Rover 75. Or is it? Because actually it's two Rover 75s. This is technically a Rover 150 and it's very, very bizarre. So let's take a look around. What I'm going to call the front of the car is just a standard Rover 75, whereas the back end is also a Rover 75, but one that has had all this mechanical package removed. It actually has the rear subframe complete with all the rear suspension, which seems to fit quite nicely actually under the rear bonnet of the Rover 75. It's an extraordinary thing, and it's very hard to see where the join is. There must be one somewhere around here. Perhaps the vinyl roof helps disguise the fact, but yeah, right down the middle here, even right down the fuel flap, if we can open it, it's all being melded together here, and it means you have not just one interior, which is lovely leather, but two. It's got a perfect driving compartment in the rear, not attached, so the rear steering is not operated by that wheel. There is no rear steering because it's a rear axle. Yes, it's a quite extraordinary thing, and it should make for a very entertaining drive, especially with the entire family. So, shall we jump aboard and get underway?
Suicide doors.
Well, I suppose they technically are, yeah. It's got rear suicide doors.
Can I go in there?
You're right, who's driving?
Here.
Okay. So, yeah, it's not a functioning cabin because everything's dead. If you spin the camera around, nothing is connected, but nonetheless the wheel still goes round, ashtrays work, and even windscreen wipers, but by a button I operate here in the front. So it does have functionality. Thankfully the horn is disconnected. I just noticed small people mucking about with that. Okay, they're sorting out filming arrangements in the back. We shall get underway and see if we can confuse and confound people. Yeah, how's it feeling back there? Is it a strange experience going backwards down the road in the front of the car?
Especially since there's a car in front of us.
Oh, there it is. The rear mirror.
Oh, they probably took that off just because it makes life a bit difficult for me to see when you've got that in place. The rear view mirror, they have found it. Yeah, we're just quietly getting on with it. It just feels fairly normal in this half.
Like this?
But yeah, what a work of art. It's a fantastic thing. So under the front bonnet, here is our KV6 24 valve quad cam engine. Absolute beauty of an engine, and pulls very well. Whereas here at the back, we actually have a really nice little boot area. My bag is currently sat in here. There's a full spare wheel under here as well. So it's got all the mod cons you need.
It is
the boot's almost the same size as a normal Rover 75.
Say.
They're not the best for boot space, but yeah, quite extraordinary. You'll note there are little reflectors, as the law requires, fitted at the back, and the yellow number plate is a bit of a giveaway. But otherwise, yeah, there's not much to give the game away at all. Well, that was certainly a very odd experience from the front, but what was it like in the back of it?
Very good.
Thank you.
I was trying to remember how to start a car.
Oh, and how to drive.
That's all I did really.
Did it seem to confuse people a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devin seemed to be getting confused as to how to press record on my phone.
Everyone's learning all of the time, folks. But
What did you think about people's reactions?
I really like that one guy.
There was one guy that was walking their dog, and they were on the phone, and they just saw us, and they were just like...
I recorded it on my phone too.
Excellent. Definitely a car which gets plenty of attention. What a magnificent machine. So the fun thing is, I have no idea what that button does, but this is the one that operates the rear wipers, because obviously from the front driver's seat you can't reach the wiper store. So should we give it some wiper activity again? Look at that! Amazing. But yeah, otherwise it's just 275s. There's this clever little trim piece to hide the gap between the two halves. But yeah, it's amazing work. And this car has existed for a long time. Gerry actually built it 12 years ago. And it's popped up at all sorts of events and confused an awful lot of people. But yeah, what a hilarious bit of kit it is. The turning circle's appalling. If only
to be fair,
if only you could put the steering on the back.
As I recall, it wasn't great on Rita.
No, Rita wasn't the greatest. Our Rover 75 that we did own. Exactly 2 years ago, in fact. To the day, I think. I started driving her back. Oh! Lovely. Bit low on the old ground clearance there. That's a big hump. It's alright, car didn't snap in half. You did a good job of welding it together. Yeah, it's nice to drive one of these with a V6 engine. It's a lot smoother than the diesel. It makes some very nice noises. But isn't very quick. Kind of perfect, really. If you like nice noises but don't want to go fast, I think it's a perfect engine.
It's probably a bit nippier if you didn't have another front end on the
Yeah,
back.
probably. But yeah, you just kind of forget about the drama when you're driving it. It just feels entirely normal until you look in the mirror and see more mirrors and dashboards and
Children.
Yeah, it's. I think it's the perfect family car, really, in many ways. Definitely.
I think we've had the Rover 75 discussion.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah.
I think there's definitely videos you can see of us and our Rover 75. Also,
The alternator. The alternator's much easier to do on a V6.
I was going to say I'll use the one word, alternator.
Yeah, it's an easy job on the V6. It's fine.
Oh well then, fine then.
But yeah, it just drives normally and feels really, really nice. Superb ride, which you'd expect because it's a Rover 75.
This is Devin thinking he's a great driver, but actually...
No, that was second. I went 6 again. So that's first. That's That's third. That's fourth. That's fifth.
You idiot.
Huh? Look at that.
Did you just say that was first?
No, I said this reverse.
Oh.
It's all kind of neutral. I mean, it's not. Don't panic if Dev takes his hand off the wheel because he's not driving.
Be driving. Let's go.
Whoa.
I'm such a professional at the drive.
Hello. That's a good reaction. Hello. Am I filming while I'm driving backwards? No, because I'm being driven.
Very strange.
Very strange.
This is the world's only Rover 150, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
2 Rover 75s in one. And a very peculiar car I first met probably 6-7 years ago. So yeah, very, very nice to be driving it again. Full family experience. The oddness of driving a car that is going backwards.
We think they might be excited.
Yeah.
Nice
Ooh.
Devin.
Little Morgan there.
Morgan popping off.
Go and have a drive around Narberth, see if we can confuse the residents.
See if we can spot the resident well satisfied.
But for those wondering, it's all registered as a proper car. It's gone through an individual vehicle approval, which is why it's on a Q plate, because being made of 2 cars, it's of indeterminate age and definitely isn't as the manufacturer intended. So yeah, a fantastic machine. Thanks to Gerry for letting us drive it. It's been huge fun, and I thought this would be fun for the family, and it definitely has been. At the moment, they've both got a steering wheel to play with. It's brilliant.
Although one's more dangerous than the other one.
Yeah, it's all right. I've got the key.
Aha.
So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in a future video. Farewell. Won't see that badge very often.